Players of Magic the Gathering have decided to hit Wizards of the Coast where it hurts the most, their pocketbook. It appears that Wizards of the Coast is getting a taste of its own medicine. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here, and thank you for hanging out with me on my channel today. We are only 680 subscribers away from the 13,000 subscriber mark, so thank you everyone who is hitting that subscribe button. To my regular viewers who view every single day and give these videos thumbs up, as well as my Patreon members and my YouTube membership members, thank you everyone. It means so much to me to see this channel grow and to be able to talk to you each and every day on the channel. Wizards of the Coast has just had their quarterly report for October 18th of 2022. Most of you have probably already seen videos on larger channels like Alpha Investment. You probably saw the Taco King talking about this stuff. And guess what? Wizards of the Coast is not doing well. And I still have quite a lot to say about what's going on with Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast. When you take a look at that company as a whole, and you break down what they have told their shareholders, the whole bit with price sensitivity, overproduction, inflationary costs, put all that aside for a moment. Just put it aside. Let's break it down. Forget price sensitivity. You charged the players too much, and the players got angry with you, and they decided not to buy your products. They've scrolled back and taken a whole step back, Wizards. Inflation? You're right, Wizards. Inflation happened. And instead of holding the line and putting a little water in their wine, they tried to pass it all off to the stores, the distributors, and the consumers. And more players took a step back and said, no thank you, Wizards. I don't feel like pre-ordering overpriced product until I know what's inside the cookie jar. Wizards thought that this was too big to fail. They thought they had a golden goose they could keep on giving golden eggs. Just keep churning out the profits. And they are realizing they can only abuse the player base so far. They are losing people. And some of the players they are shedding right now are not coming back. They've lost faith in Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro. Some will come back. Give them a good enough product, those players will come scuttling back in. I'm one of them. You give me something good, chances are I'm coming back. But there's a lot of products that were not sold. Overproduction now sitting in a warehouse? Well, don't worry. The Amazon wholesalers will take care of that for you. You'll dump it onto some Amazon price deal, and yes, you'll move some product. But it's being moved to those people's shelves. They're not opening it. They're not playing with it. They have overestimated what they could move in their product margins. They've made mistakes. And now those mistakes are coming home to roost, and now they have to explain it to the shareholders in very nice terms. And when I'm taking a look at the other areas they're trying to cover, oh, we've got Universes Beyond, we had to pay all kinds of licensing fees. Yeah, we talked about that on the channel. Remember that? I told you they'd have to pay a lot of money to get some of these licensing fees, and how long they hold those licenses for matters. Now you jump ahead and said, Wizards said, hey, we're gonna make more money. Don't worry. We got some other products coming. Yeah, the 30th anniversary. And people are mad at you for that. You're just gonna rehash that in everyone's memory? Although we still have Brothers War, we could have some hope there. And then coming into 2023, they expect things to be a little bit better. They have a 5-year plan to raise those profit levels higher, to make the shareholders happy. The players of Magic the Gathering just slapped you in the face, Wizards, by not buying your products. It was like a two-handed backslap. We said no. And a lot of the players have said no. Ever since Crimson Vow, double feature, products that had quality control issues, distribution problems, poor card quality in general. You can't keep handing us garbage and saying it's good. And I like a lot of their products. Don't worry, I'm excited for everything from Modern Horizons, Double Flip, Trip Masters, Kamigawa. There was a lot of good upswinging sets this year that I thought deserved a little more limelight. Even New Capenna, I enjoyed the product. Although I think it should have been more in a blockchain with 3 sets to kind of flush out the story more. But Wizards is now doing spin. I love spin. You guys have seen it all your lives. We've been taught to look beyond what a commercial says and look what they're trying to spin your way. And right now, Wizards is in spin mode. Don't worry, everyone. We're going to make this better. We're going to make the shareholders happy. We have a plan. We are going to make things all right. And you know what? They probably will. They've got a lot of firepower in the chest if they decide to use it. But if they use it inappropriately, if they use it in a way that players deem unnecessary, unfair, then we're just going to double slap you again. The player base that you're shunning is only so big and will only take so much. And this downward trend in your sales is a direct result. Because when they tried to fire stuff off on Amazon, people came out of the woodwork to buy that stuff, right? Because it was so cheap, 50, 60 bucks. Bah. Collector box is $80. Bah. They just came running to buy that stuff. Like a pizza sale for $1 for a full extra large pizza. That's what people did. They came running out to buy it. So we know Wizards can put stuff on sale to move it and they want to. But instead, they've slapped us with higher prices. But we just saw them put it on for 50, 60 bucks a box. You think some people didn't recognize that? You think I didn't notice that? Guys, we are at a very interesting time. When we, the players, hit Wizards of the Coast below the belt in their pocketbook, and we reach into our wallets and take our money back, tuck it away and say, no, maybe tomorrow. We'll see what you put out there tomorrow. Maybe your lemonade stand will be better. Maybe it won't be so bitter. Maybe you'll have a little more sugar in there that it makes me want to buy your lemonade. Because right now, I'm not happy. And that's what players are saying right now when you see their sales down that large. And they can use it for like amortization periods, a certain loss over 5 years, 7 years, whatever it is in the US. Sure, they can do that for some of their licensing stuff. But the profits are still down because when they produced a certain amount of sets, they expected to sell a certain amount. Crimson Vow didn't go well. Midnight Hunt didn't go well. New Capenna didn't go well. Kamigawa went fine. Double Flip Trip Masters did well and then went silent. Like dead air. Dominaria United. Singles are selling very well. Boxes are now sitting on shelves. Do we even need to go and touch on the beautiful, masterful product that was Baldur's Gate? That's when they kicked us the hardest, right? Hey, this is a Commander set. With all these amazing cards, you're going to love it. It's a huge, refined, amazing set. And yes, there are some good cards in that set. But when you put those collector boxes at that price, there was expectations that you failed to live up to, Wizards of the Coast. And yet again, the players came in and double slapped you in the face and stopped buying it. And all you did was hurt your retailers. The retailers who bought it and now have it sitting on their shelves. Shame on you, Wizards of the Coast. Because now the players are coming back to get you. I feel like we're in some reverse horror movie where the peons are rising up and saying, no, not anymore. So although a lot of this stuff was covered on some of the bigger channels, I think this bigger picture is still down here. What will Wizards do to fix it? They can't just keep putting out high-priced product. They know that now. They can put out a certain amount to that level. They'll have to restrict the margins on it and the print size. But the lower-end product, to get that to moving into the lower-end player hands, they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to sweeten the pot. They're going to have to lower the price a bit, some kind of adjustment, some kind of tweaking. It's going to happen. Because you, the players, have made it happen. And Wizards of the Coast right now doesn't know what to do. They got those people in the back room. What does Rudy say? The Bobs. They got the Bobs in the back room trying to work this out. They're talking with the Taco Bell dog, worrying about my nachos and cheese and how they can get it from me. Well, you're not getting it until you give me a sweet deal. And that's how a lot of players feel. I think 2023 is kind of set in stone with what they want to do, but they're going to tweak it. They still have time to tweak some of those products. And I think that's what we're going to see. And that's what I can't wait for 2023 to come around, to roll through the gates. And what does Wizards do to entice the players to come and buy their products? How do they get the player base growing when they keep raising the prices? They have a finite amount of players out there who can buy a finite amount of product. How are they going to reconcile those numbers and still grow the profit margins they want to see in 5 years? They've got to find a way. And that will be the actual question that we will go back to time and time again in 2023 and 2024. Bring it on, Wizards. The players are waiting for you. We want to see what you're going to do. So thank you everyone for hanging out with me today. Thanks for touching on this subject with me. I want to see your comments in the comment section. Do you feel you gave him a big back slap to the face and said, not this time, Wizards? Because I know I feel that way. I haven't bought a lot of product. I haven't been happy. I've been keeping my powder dry. Let's see if Brothers War delivers. I want to know how you guys feel about that. With all those announcements that went out, I'm looking forward to seeing those comments in the comment section. Bring them on. And to all those new subscribers, hit that button, join the channel. Let's get this conversation started. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have an awesome day. And of course, a thank you goes out to each and every one of the fantastic patrons on my channel who support my efforts each and every day to bring content to you. Thanks again. So who do you think overestimated the sales volumes that they were going to have, that they have too much product hanging around? Welcome back, you 3% at the end of the videos. Thanks for hanging out with me with the jibber jabber section of my videos where I just get to chill out. Don't bother re-rehearsing or re-recording or anything. Whatever I'm going to say is going to say, and that's the way it's going to be. Guys, it's hilarious to me. And it's not all Wizards' fault. I get there are outside pressures in the world, but they could have fixed this. They could have, for a year or two, told the shareholders we're going to bring these profits down a bit. We're going to kind of level things out. But at the same time, the 30th anniversary might really save them. It's a very high-priced product. It's going to bring a lot of cash flow into it, and it didn't cost them a lot to produce, right? So this could be, fourth quarter, whatever the next quarter is. They might see an upswing in sales and come in to save the day. That whole thing, oh, look, we underestimated, we did badly. Oh, look, we did amazing. That could still happen. So we don't know how that's going to play out later on. But you're not going to have nervous shareholders shedding off the stock because it still pays a decent dividend, so it'll be fine. But I wonder if Wizards will really rehash things a little bit, and I hope they don't go with just the flash and glow, like, oh, look, there's some Lost Legends. No. Get Richard Garfield on this. Build me some well-constructed sets. Give me a good story I can follow to make me feel invested in your products, and you'll do a lot better. Tried and true, Wizards. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for being here. Have an awesome day. You guys deserve it. So do I. I still have some more videos to make, so I gotta get back to work. So I'll see you guys soon.